So let's say you have a rather lengthy document and there's a lot of different sections within it. Uh, let's say different pages and different paragraphs, different content that you would like to draw attention to, and you'd like to make it easier for the reader to actually be able to navigate it. Well, there's a very simple approach to this, and fortunately right at the moment I have the reference tab open. We're going to create a table of content. Now there are many different ways of doing this. We are simply going to change how each one of the sections is actually represented. Now we could add text to what that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to change this to level 1. It'll automatically change it to a title, and I'm going to take general considerations and I'm going to make that, let's say, level 1 as well. And then I'll drop down a little bit and we'll grab some other area here. Well, let's just select destinations, and I'm going to change that to level 1 as well. You notice what happened once I actually chose that. Because it's not separate, it assumed that I wanted the entire paragraph. So I'm going to have to jump back a little bit out of that. There we go. And I'm going to add this. I'm just going to copy it very quickly. I'm going to use it by itself. There we go, and I'm going to select it. Now there are other ways of dealing with this, but we're going to do it this way for simplicity. And I'm going to make this one level 2 because we can actually indent some of these, and we're going to do that as well. I'm going to drop down a little bit further. I'm going to choose malaria. There we go. So I'm going to choose that line, and I'm going to make that level 1. So we'll be able to see the difference between a level 2 and a level 1. And I'm going to come down even further and I'll choose malaria worldwide, and I'll make that a level 2. So as far as I'm concerned, I now have a variety of levels within my document. And think of these as being like fences between different properties. They're actually selectively disconnected from the others by creating new sections. So when I choose, and I'm actually going to have to do one more thing here, I'm going to put an extra page in. So I'm putting my mouse in front of Healthy Traveler, and I'm going to switch to Insert, and I'm going to choose Pages, and I'm going to put in a blank page which will appear before Healthy Traveler. Okay, so there's my new blank page. There's the separation between the pages. I'm just going to scroll up here to the top of the page. Okay, so there's the top of the page. And I'll put an insertion point in here for myself. There we go. And I'm now going to go back to reference. And this is the easy part. Now that I've selected level 1, level 2, and by the way, you can have all the way down to level 9, I'm going to choose table of contents. Now I could have contents, or I could have table of contents, or a different type of table of contents. So there are different styles. I'm going to choose the second one. As soon as I do that, you notice it automatically appears. It tells me what page that information is on, but notice the difference here. Level 1 is left justified, but level 2 is indented. So this would be like a chapter and a paragraph within a chapter, or a subtitle or subject within that particular subject. Now the good news here is we have page number 2 and page number 3. I'm just going to play a little game here. I'm going to jump down a little bit to where it says destinations, and I'm going to put in at the end of Health of the Traveler, I'm going to put in a brand new page. So I'm going to put in Insert, and I'm going to put another blank page in there. Now I could have simply put a page break, which would have created a new page anyhow, but I wanted an extra page, and I'm going to go all the way back here. So I'm going to hold down the Control key, the Shift key, and I'm going to click on Home. Oops. Okay, let's go up here. So there we are. There's our table of contents. Now the beautiful thing here is it still says page 2 and page 3, but you and I know we just put in an extra page. So I'm going to click on it so I can update it, update the table, and it wants to know what is it you want to update. I want to update the numbers on the table. So I want to update the entire table. So I'll click here and click OK. And notice all of a sudden from page 3 it's now jumped to page 4. Of course it's pushed everything else down as well. So if I want to jump between the pages, all I need to do is, as it says when I put my mouse over it, let's say destinations, hold down the control key, see it changes to a little hand, and click on destination. And it jumps to destination. So hopefully this helps a little bit with setting up a table of contents. It's a real easy thing to do.